Pleasant good evening. John Walk, Lone Star Christian Sports Network. We're here at Waco ISD Stadium. We're in the halftime of the TAPS Division II state championship game where Argyle Liberty Christian is on top of Regent School of Austin 31-3 and joined here at halftime and brought him out of the cold. Coach Correy Washington with the head football coach at Bryan, Brazos Christian. And, Coach, you've seen a lot of talented kids today and some really talented football teams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give us your thoughts. First ball game, Parish Episcopal winning over Houston St. Thomas 40-29. And St. Thomas had a shot, but they had two drives where they had penalties and then they had a turnover, and it was Katie bar the door for Parish Episcopal.
Yeah, the mistakes got them. I was excited about watching both of those quarterbacks. A lot of talent, like you said, a lot of talent on the field. And, I mean, Parish Episcopal, 5-time state champions, and sealing the deal with that long 6-7 minute drive at the end. That kind of, put the nail in the coffin there. But it was a really good game. I thought they spent a lot of time trying to figure one another out. It's like the heavyweight matchup. Mm-hmm. They're fighting it out, not trying to take too many chances. And once they got going, both teams had a lot of success. So that was exciting to see.
I don't often have the time because I'm working on other sports to kind of dive deep on individual kids. I mean, obviously the quarterback, Sawyer Anderson, very well known, but the running back, Maddox Reed.
Man, he
really, really impressed Dan and I.
Yeah, he has some really good runs. We were watching him, and we were like, man, that kid, we thought he was down, and he kept running. So he was a really strong runner. I was thinking some colleges would be happy to have him for sure.
And of course, once Cardenas gets a couple steps, he's just really going to show, hopefully, that, he'll have the similar type of success when he makes his way to Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah. He's a stud. He's a stud.
What are your thoughts about, the Lewis young man? I've not seen anybody put zip on the ball. Throw as fast of a ball as Dante Lewis.
Yeah, he has some zip. He's accurate. With the ball in his hands, he's dynamic. You think he's going to go down, but he's elusive, and he's able to create a lot of plays. I was impressed with that receiver, number 20, I think, too, as well.
Edgecombe, I think it was.
Yeah, he's a big target and made some big plays for him. But Lewis he was one of the reasons why I really wanted to come watch that game as well. Just seeing some of his highlights, I was really impressed.
So again, we're here at halftime of this ball game, 31-3. Regents, that opening drive, marched down the field, got on the board, and then it's been all Liberty since then.
Liberty's talented, very talented, and Regents is without their guy, without their quarterback. I was really excited about watching him, and then I got here and I was like, oh no. But it's hard to play with a freshman, and he's doing the best that he can. But also, like you said, Liberty. They have so much talent, and they play fast, they execute. They're well coached. Both ball clubs are well coached, but it's tough to be down the way Regents is right now.
How hard is it for you guys? We talked yesterday with Cloyd Helton, El Paso Jesus, Steve O'Houlihan, Tim Chipman at Fredericksburg Heritage. Mm-hmm. How tough it is for you to sit in the stands and, knowing that you've been only, a game or so away from this game?
It's tough, I just know our program, where we're headed. I think we'll have a better opportunity to get to this point next year. But, I want to be here for the experience, to see the team, to see how things are done and how the preparation. So I'm not too excited about it. I'm not too, upset about it. More so just soaking in the atmosphere and just, being able to talk to you and I'm just here to support the kids and the program. So it's not a big deal. But.
Now, obviously, we've got Division III tomorrow, Holy Cross and Dallas Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Cross has really seemingly kind of almost come out of nowhere. They've always had a good, dependable program, but this year, especially, after the first couple games, they've come on like gangbusters.
Yeah, I did not expect them to win last week. I watched about maybe the last 5 minutes of that game versus Cypress, and I was impressed. They did some things really well.
I remember being out, I went and saw you guys last year at Bangs, and then I went out to Clyde to see Lubbock Trinity and Dallas Christian, and I saw Coach Hogan at the Whataburger and Clyde.
Okay.
And I remember him telling me that, Holy Cross actually gave them a ball game last year, and he wasn't real happy about how they performed as they got ready to go into that state ball game. So Holy Cross hasn't really completely come out of nowhere, but the way that they scored, in that latter part of the season was just really, really surprising.
Yeah.
Then, are intimately knowledgeable about Division IV.
Yeah.
So First Baptist, Lubbock Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Share us with your thoughts. We know First Baptist has beat Lubbock Christian already, but things changed the second time around.
Yeah, I think Lubbock Christian with the quarterback change, just losing their guy. I think when First Baptist played them the first time, they were trying to figure that out. I think they have it figured out now. They're well coached. They're fast on defense, and that kid playing quarterback, I think his name is Luke Lee.
Okay.
He's talented. He can run the ball well, and he can throw it. So and we saw a lot of things on film. We thought, hey, we could stop them and do some things, and they switched things up, and they made it tough on us. So, but Dallas First Baptist has ton of talent, ton of athletes, and so it's going to be a good game. I'm excited about it.
When you guys went to Brownwood,
Mm-hmm.
did you impress upon the kids as far as the history of Gordon Wood, and if you did, do you think that they got and understood it? We're a couple generations removed from Gordon Wood coaching. He coached into the early '80s, but Texas high school football coaching legend.
I asked them, and then nobody knew who Gordon Wood was. But I was able. We were visitors, but I walked around and I was able to look at the front of the stadium, and just a lot of history there. Shipley's where they played there, if I'm not mistaken. So I picked the stadium. I kind of wanted to play there. I'm a big stadium bucket list type guy. A couple of stadiums I like to see.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I wanted to play there, and of course the history meant a lot to me. But our kids, it was we had to educate them on that deal. But
yeah, it's amazing how the course of time that our current generation doesn't always get the things that some of us that are I'm a little bit older than you, but that we appreciate.
Oh yeah.
The history, the legacy that's been put before us, and everything that we do. It's fun. All right, well, very good. Like I said, it was good to. You tweeted over. Matter of fact, we actually saw you sitting exactly right up the 35-yard line on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Saw the white hats, and once I saw you post a picture that you're on this side, I'm going, I'm going to get you up here for halftime.
Awesome, I appreciate that.
Any other thoughts from our games today and tomorrow?
No, this is an amazing crowd by Liberty Christian and Regents, so I'm hoping people keep coming and keep watching.
St. Thomas brought a really good crowd.
They did.
Episcopal wasn't bad, but St. Thomas was just kind of off the charts.
The students were fired up as well. So, this is what it's about. Everybody works hard from January basically to now to get to this point. So I'm just happy for the turnout and just happy to see the kids compete. So.
All right, well, very good. Again, joining us here at halftime, the head football coach at Brazos Christian School and Bryan, Coach Correy Washington. Coach, again, we always appreciate you taking time, and we appreciate your support for what Dan and Dave and I do at the LSCSN.
Yes, sir. Thank you for all y'all do.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.